next topic is going to be excuses versus solutions. Essentially, don't let your current situation dictate your possible solution for tomorrow. So just because life just seems like it's just going completely downhill right now does not mean that it's not going to get better tomorrow. It does not mean that you're going to be in that same position a year from now. It does not mean that it's just completely over for you, because opportunities are just out there waiting for you to be able to obtain that. But it just depends if you're open and you're positive about it. Keep a positive mindset. Have a positive intent with everything that you do. There's so many different ways that you can go about making a completely new change in your life, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be in your career, whether it be in just where you are mentally in your life, because you can be completely financially secured. You can have a great relationship with whoever your significant other is, but at the same time you can still feel like you're missing something in life, whether it be like maybe a family member passed away. Maybe it could be like your health is just not there. You can be happy with your wife and you can be able to have a nice job, but your health isn't there. So you went to the doctor and your doctor's saying like, hey, you have to do this or else. There's always a brighter way. Work out, exercise, be able to, kind of like try to adapt some meditation, try to figure out what is it that you can do in your life that would really calm you down and would really make you a bit happier. Or if you're having troubles with jobs, try to go out there and just either look for a job or create your own job. That's how life is going to be. But nobody's going to be here to hold your hand in life. Absolutely no one is going to be in your life to help you hold your hand. You have to really go out there and do it for yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that has to live the rest of your life like that. Everyone else is trying to live their life and trying to get by, so you can't really just depend on someone else to help you.
The thing is, Jordan, about excuses is it doesn't solve anything. Making excuses, having excuses, venting your excuses, it doesn't solve anything. It's merely an outlet for you to I never forget, I was talking to my mom one day. She was like, I just needed someone to talk to. And after the conversation, that issue never went away. It just gave you, some time to tell somebody else about the issue that you have. So the main thing is, when trouble arises, when issues arise, and your main goal is to find a solution. Not talk about it, not vent about it. You know what I'm saying? It's your goal is to find a solution. And one thing I always, in this season of my life, my main thing is happiness. Okay, your solution should be happiness. Finding a way to make you happy tends to be what tends to be a good solution to anything. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're broke, whether you're sick. I just learned a friend of mine was sick on yesterday. He gave me this information, and you can choose to, even no matter how negative your situation may be, you can either choose to be miserable, be down, be depressed. But at the end of the day, you're responsible for your solution. You're responsible for your happiness, and essentially, you are the only person that can answer your issue. You are the only person that can fix that issue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're responsible for your solution. And my simple advice is, do whatever it is that makes you happy. Even in your negative situation, find a way that you can be happy. Whether it's if you're sick, if you're ill, maybe a song, maybe a television.
Right.
But you have to choose to be happy. You have to choose to focus on solutions and not excuses. So
it's a mindset. It's a complete mindset. It's all within how you feel. So you wake up on the wrong side of the bed in the morning. Say tomorrow morning, your entire day is going to dictate off of that. Don't wake up in the morning already just like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, I have to do that, and you have just this negativity just oozing off of you, all that negative vibe, that negative energy. That's never going to be a solution. That's not going to make your day better. That's not going to make your problems go away. That's not going to be able to make you happier at the end of the day. So you might as well just have this huge positive intent. You have to really go out and try to figure out like, okay, you know what? I'm not happy where I am, but I'm not going to let that dictate my entire day. Instead of complaining about it, instead of saying like, oh my gosh, and just like moaning and groaning throughout the day, how about you come up with a solution like, you know what? I'm not going to complain about this. I'm going to think about ways in order for me to be able to get either a better job. I'm going to think about ways in order for me to be able to like have new hobbies that's going to be able to entertain my time a bit better than what I do. If the only thing that you do is go to work, come home, watch TV, and then go to bed. Obviously, there's something wrong with that if you're unhappy.
Right.
So at some point in time, how about you wake up, go to work, while you're at work and you're not really doing too much, maybe there's a slow time, think about possible ways that you can be able to spend most of your free time when you get off. And when you get off, try to implement that into your nightly activities. Instead of watching TV, how about you try to read a book, or how about you try to really indulge in something that's going to make you another type of source of income, or how about you try to indulge in something that's going to make you a little bit more entertained, like, hey, starting something that's like, if you play games pretty often and you always had a passion for that, just start something where you're going to be able to have, like, maybe gather some friends around and say, like, hey man, I'm putting up a club, we're going to be having, like, not like a nightclub, but having like a little game club together. We're going to be just meeting up in my house and meeting up at a certain area, and let's have, play games together. That's just an outlet for you to make you happier, and that may be huge in your life. You just never know, but you constantly complain about where you are and the situation that you're in and how bad you're in, and that's not going to make your problems go away. That's not a solution to your issues. But you actually going out and thinking outside of the box and thinking about ways that can make you even happier than you are now, positive ways, man, that's going to be that's ideal. That's completely ideal.
You mentioned a game. Listen, if you have iOS 10, you can play games via text message, okay? That's what I don't know what kind of phones you have out there, but if you have an iPhone, I absolutely love playing games via iOS 10.
There's so many games on There's so many games on apps on the computer. You don't even need an entire PlayStation or an Xbox.
I ain't even got system.
You don't need a game station. You can play your an app game and just go back and forth with one of your friends.
I definitely want to piggyback off you. Be positive. I know that's the hardest thing to do, but in order to find your solution, you have to be positive. You can't get to your solution if you're being negative. Solutions don't come from negativity. It only comes from being positive. Another thing, self-assessment. We have to learn to self-assess ourselves. We have all of these issues, and we always think it's this person, we always think it's that person, but we have to do our own self-assessment to see what's wrong with us. Is it us? Is it truly everybody else, or is it me? So and limitations. A lot of times we put limits on ourselves. I don't know why we do that, but for whatever reason, we always. I know a friend of the family. I can't even say the name. Not that she's listening, but limitations. I remember she was saying that she wished she could travel. She wished she can do this, but because the job she has, she doesn't like her job, but she's only working this job because she has bills to pay. Let me tell you guys, we don't have to box ourselves in. I don't care what your bills are. You can take risks, okay? This is life, you only get one. You don't have to stay on that job if that job is not doing what it is that you need to do. And another thing we have to do is we have to learn to sacrifice, okay? Some jobs we may have to work in order to get to where we want to be, but the thing is, we don't have to stay there forever. Maybe your responsibility is to only work at this job for a few months or a few years until you are able to learn how to save, maybe better manage your money, maybe save some money so that you are able to afford this, you are able to afford that. Exactly. But being negative, complaining will never produce solutions. So your best goal is to find happiness somehow. Yes. I tell my mom this all the time. Some kind of way, find it, even when you can't see it, if you got to make it up, find at least one thing, as someone that may be depressed right now, find one thing that makes you happy and just constantly think on that thing, meditate on that thing over and over and over and over again, and eventually you'll begin to find something else that you're happy about, and then you begin to think on that thing over and over again, guys. But the goal is to win. The goal is to be victorious. We don't have to have excuses. We don't have to live in bondage. We don't have to be broke, We ain't gotta, be miserable. Be happy. Be positive,
We do not have to settle at all for what we want in life. You do not have to settle for mediocrity. You don't have to settle for being unhappy. There's always opportunities for you to be able to go out there and make your dreams come true. Make your dreams your future reality, ladies and gentlemen. That's the biggest thing. Don't feel as if you're too old to make something happen. Don't feel as if maybe you should have did this, a while ago, and because you haven't started yet, that's the reason why you just can't be happy because you didn't start earlier in life. There's no excuse for that.
Right.
You can be 50 years old and just start to work out and change your entire life around. You can be 12 years old and feel as if like, hey, I want to go into the Olympics. Most kids that go into the Olympics, they start like maybe 8 years old or something like that. But hey, there's always opportunities out there. Just honestly, guys, understand that the way that you feel is the same way how other people feel on a daily basis. If you feel the same way, like if you're unhappy with your life, people who are actually already successful, or in your mind, your version of what success looks like, that person, they may all be feeling the exact same way you are. But the difference between you and them is that they're not letting that get to them. They're not letting that slow them down, because at the end of the day, they're still trying to stay positive in some way, shape, or form.
They didn't quit. I think that's a good thing to remember, Jordan, that you're not the only one. And sometimes, we're human, we go through things in life, and we think we are the only ones. Do you know that there's nothing new under the sun?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you're going through, somebody else is going through. And one thing I always, if you ever need encouragement, I always remind myself that things could always be worse. Even what I have going on in my life, I'm blessed. I got a new place, good job, career's going good. There hasn't been a time in like the past 2 years where I had to beg for clients because I was just broke. Life is good in some kind of way, because we are human. We'll find something to complain about, and I always have to remember, look around with what you have been blessed with, whether it's much, whether it's little, and always remember that things could be worse. I can walk outside of my building now and somebody would be shaking a bucket, asking that somebody would give them some change. You know what I'm saying? Right. So no matter what situations may happen in life, be positive. You know what I'm saying? Find happiness in something, and always produce solutions and no excuses.
I used to have a cousin who always felt as if like he was just like the worst person in the world, because he was just like, I am going through he was like expressing, he was so young then too. He was like 12 years old. He was just like, nobody has the worse luck than me. There's no one out there that has, less than I do. And I just feel like everybody else has it much better for them than I do. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, you're blessed. At the end of the day, you woke up this morning. At the end of the day, somebody else did not, and someone else is dealing with something that's a lot worse than you. There's someone out here starving. There's someone that's out here living and waking up on the street. I see every day working in the French quarters. And all the French quarters, every single day, there's somebody that's sleeping on the sidewalk, and you're passing them up. Man, and some of them you see on a daily basis. And it's just like,
I know there's sometimes there's this I don't know if you ever seen them. There's this heavyset white lady, and there's this guy. He may be middle aged, maybe 40s, and he's always like, God bless you, pray for me, I'll pray for you. You might help me get something to eat. I don't want to bother. I don't mean to be a bother. I just want something to eat. I'm just hungry, and he does that every day. It annoys the mess out of me, because I know that this man is going somewhere. Like, he doesn't just stay on that corner and go to sleep. He goes somewhere at night. So, and it just irritates me that these people, even being homeless, somehow make excuses. We don't know what happens in life to people, but however, whatever the case may be, always find a reason to be positive, because things could be worse. You could be dead. You could be handicapped, crippled. Unable to walk, unable to breathe. So I think that's definitely important.
Like I had 2 people in my family who was hit by a car this year alone while walking. Not hit by a car in another car. They were walking and someone hit them, and they're both were drunk drivers. Luckily, they're both still alive. Gratefully, but both situations. One situation is my younger cousin. She just turned 21.
Where this happened?
One was in New Orleans East, and the other one was in Texas. And so my younger cousin was hit by a car. She was luckily, like I said, she's still alive, and she's recovering now. She got hit by a car in June, and now she's on her last, like, she's just crutching now, but she came a long way, and it happened, a good reason because of that, because she's so young too, so she's recovering a bit faster. But that's something she always has to deal with. But at the same time, she understands that she was blessed. She understands that it could have been a lot worse, and she understands that at the end of the day, she she has another opportunity at life.
Yeah.
So everything that she was going through previously, she has a whole different outlet now.
Yeah.
And now she just completely, she's very gracious of everything.
Yeah.
And my other family member is actually my sister's mother-in-law. She was hit by a car, and she's older. I believe she's like in her late 60s, and she lost her leg in that. Her leg was amputated. That happened last month, and her leg had to be amputated because it was just that bad. And right now she's still in the hospital, just trying to recover. But at the same time, she's still alive.
Yeah.
She understands that, and so she still has like a positive outlook on everything. And so it's just like, man, everything could be so much worse. Not saying that we wish harm on anyone. Not saying that, hey, man, you want that to happen, but hey, no matter what you're going through today, you're alive. No matter what you're going through today, you have another opportunity because you're alive to be able to make your day, make your tomorrow so much brighter. It's whenever I see somebody use an excuse on no matter where they are in life, it's just like, man, and what?
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah.
You're saying now you're in a dead end job, or you're not where you imagine yourself being at the age of 30 or something years old. So now you're just whatever. All you're doing is complaining.
Yeah.
Okay. My question to you is, now what? Yes, all that happened to you.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now? What solution do you have? Well, blah 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 blah. Well, no, blah 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 is not the answer.
Yeah.
You have to really come up with a solution on hey, what can you do? Are you gonna go out there and try to look for a job? Because there's so many opportunities out there.
Right.
Say this same gentleman was just like, man, I always want to have my own business, but I'm in this job, I don't know what to do, blah blah blah. Hey, how about you spend some of your time applying to different jobs that's going to be able to hopefully make you a little bit more money than you were making now, enough so you can be able to save that extra money that you're making, that's the difference, and put that towards your ideal business that you're trying to have in mind. Because you don't always need an investor to start something of your own. In this day and age, you can start a business by the internet for free. You may need to pay for a website if you want that, but a social media page is free.
Yeah.
You can have a Facebook business page, and you can have an Instagram page, you can have a YouTube channel, and all that is free, and you can go rock out with that. And if you're trying to sell a product or something like that, hey man, you can try to either sell it on eBay or try to do it face to face for a while up until you get enough money to be able to create something of your own to ship it out, by just mailing it out, to certain people. But there's always an option. There's always a better way.
Yeah.